I just came across a really interesting video about programming seeds. And before I even watched it, I knew what they were talking about because Master Cho teaches about this, but he calls it the historical nutrient of the seed. What's he talking about? Well, he tells a story of, it's not really a story, it's, well, it kind of is, of, have you ever seen a weed growing in a sidewalk? Have you ever tried to pull it out? It's kind of hard. And if you do get it, you usually leave some of the roots. Now, the sidewalk's a pretty harsh place to live, so why would it be so strong? Because it has to be. If you plant seeds in soft, fluffy, fertilized soil, you get lazy plants. In fact, he talks about till and fertilizer disease, where you put plants in soft, fluffy soil with all the nutrients they're going to need for the rest of their life. And what happens? They get fat and lazy. And what happens when they're fat and lazy? They get pests and disease. Yep, I know you've seen it too. So, if you have a seed and you make its life in the beginning really hard, the seed knows that life isn't easy and it has to work really hard just to live. And the seed wants to live. So, if you make life hard for your seedlings, you're going to have healthier, hardier plants. They're going to be more resistant not only to pests and disease, but to extremes like frosts and wind and droughts and deluges of rain, whatever happens, because all of the experience over the centuries, millennia, has been programmed into the DNA, and the plant knows which genes to activate. So, activate the strong genes. Make life hard for your plants when they're young. Life should be hard when you're young. It is for us humans. It should be for your plants too. In Master Cho's system, the concept of the historical nutrient of the seed doesn't just apply to plants. He also applies it to animals. And to humans, we need to learn while we're young so that when we make mistakes, there aren't big consequences. We have our parents to fall back on. So, be harsh on your seedlings. And in the future, we'll do a video on how to transplant seeds and how you need to stress plants so when you transplant, they'll kick in that historical nutrient of the seed and be strong. Be strong. Peace. Be like nature. If you're still here, I'd like to give you a sneak preview of the subjects that'll be covered in a future video on exactly how to program the genetic potential of seeds. We're going to talk about inoculating seeds before planting them. We're going to talk about following the lunar cycle when you're starting your seeds. Don't feed them anything until the cotyledons have disappeared. Don't water seedlings for a few days before transplanting. And transplanting into soil that is intact as possible. See you then! I slashed my farm input bill from over $200 to just $20 a month. Stay tuned to find out what 3 actions I took to do this. I found a man that cracked the code.